Let's just go live first.
Are you in Lille, by the way?
Where we stopped last time.
We all stopped here, so yeah, she should be.
We all stopped here because we had the horrendous entry into the worst fuck off. We were like, that's it, I can't truck no more.
It was also 11 o'clock at night at that point.
Details.
It was a really funny ending.
Let's have a look.
I made it, eventually.
Yeah. It was great. It's like the boss at the end of the raid.
Okay, let's go to Dijon mustard.
Okay.
Let's go to mustard.
Whee! Oh, there's a truck there. Hi.
Purple truck. Oh wait, I need to join the convoy first. That would help, wouldn't it?
Yes, please do that before you take the mission. The job list will be different. Ah, I forgot to change colours. Yeah. Got my trucks inverted to the trailer.
Yes, don't spill this password as well.
Hey, it's X's. I checked before I put in the first character. Yes, our password is XXX. It's literally the best password.
It's a great idea, is it? Can't use that now though.
It'd be funny, wouldn't it? Oh my goodness, you guys are... Can I not... This is collision area, non-collision, right?
There's a ghost about people's names, it means no collision.
I couldn't see anyone's names yet. Parking brake? Fuck off, parking brake.
Where's the pickup, is he?
This way.
Stay alone.
Do.
Also, I decided to spell on way, didn't I? Totally legal U-turn in the middle of the road.
Sounds great. Oh, it's green.
Oh my god.
It was red last time I checked, alright?
I was just about to ask you what you're doing, stopping Hannah on this road.
Nothing at all, don't you worry.
I stopped so well, I turned my engine off.
Oh, it's gone.
You need to recheck it after you rejoin a different convoy. You're in a different instance.
See what we can do in a second. We may have to start somewhere else, but I will check it. It's check time. That was a good one as well.
What happens if I pick a cargo? I'll get one.
Slovakia is too far away, isn't it?
Yes, that's very far away.
All the lights on.
Although I've got one to the edge of Poland. It's 1,001 kilometers.
This one is... I don't know, it doesn't tell me.
Market from Lille.
How come it tells you how many kilometers it is?
I can go
Just
to
like the
Riga.
job, look on the top right of the map.
897. Hey, Mac!
Do people have ADR class 3?
Is he?
Is that the,
It's the symbol
Special.
that was blocked.
So I think I have that high. How much is your per mile?
You can pick him at random.
44.93
Mine's 59.
in pounds.
Mine's 59 euro.
Oh, it's the same. It's just the symbol.
Is it?
I believe so.
Find out.
I'm
when
not
I
sure.
pick up the job.
Although early days of this game, that's what it was. I was pretty sure.
Where was yours going to again, James?
Latvia.
I feel like we should do mine because it's shorter then.
Sure. Mine's
Okay.
53k to get all the way there.
Yeah, me too. But it's 897 miles, so. And then we'll just do
Sat
the
in
one.
the middle of the road doing that. Turn in.
Right. It's post packages, so it's really light as well.
Yeah, mine was 7 tons of fuel. Job market, Convoy browser.
How are you doing anyway, Mac?
Take same job. Cool. 42,211 is what it is in pounds. So it is different.
Intriguing.
Oh. They actually convert it.
Hang on a second while I wait for you guys to do that. Come up, James. Oh, I can hear your truck.
Totally didn't cook it up whilst very schooling.
Hey, Gabe! Welcome, welcome.
Chris paid.
Chris got
Okay.
paid, nice. Or he paid you.
Yeah, Chris paid me. I mean, he got a portion of it.
What am I doing?
We do actually
Oh,
pay
yeah.
our drivers.
What? That doesn't sound right. How are you guys
His
all
wage.
doing in chat? We're gonna go to Slovakia. It's gonna be great.
Chris earns £349 per delivery and £16.12p per mile.
How do you
He's
tell?
currently in Dortmund.
Do I have to go on my menu for that?
Yeah, if you go pause and then driver manager.
Ah. Mine's called Philip.
And he actually gets paid more than Vlad.
Oh, look at that cool dude. He's idle, apparently. What a dick! Why are you being idle, mate? Right, anyway, are we ready to go?
Yep.
Alright. Let's be on the going. Still on the road, so data is a bit spotty. Ah, yeah, that's fair.
No. We're also about to be on the road.
Just can't wait to get on the road again. Something like that, right?
Yeah, something. I need to swing out a bit. There we go. Make sure the back end gets round.
Yeah, I know, right? Ah,
Definitely
beautiful.
the fact that that light changed to red as I got to it.
Bye, kitten!
Hi, cat.
Basically the top of the laundry basket, which is like one of her favourite places to be right now.
Mine's really funny at the moment because he's learnt to climb out the window, but he hasn't learnt to climb back in the window yet.
Yeah, you were mentioning that.
So he just sits in front of the back door staring at you like, let me in.
Mew, mew. Around. Can't just straight line it.
Yep. much speed as possible.
Oh my gosh, we gotta go all the way round. Wait, hang on. Not that one, hang on. Oh, I hate these
Left.
junctions.
Yeah. Go on the left of the two.
But to go right? That doesn't make any sense. Have you been wearing Game of Thrones all week? Possible.
Hey, Santa.
It is possible. I don't think it's all week. But it is multiple days. I will admit to that.
I'm currently wearing a robot.
But it did get washed in between times, just FYI.
One would hope that it has been washed in between.
So not every day, I do reuse clothes occasionally. But not for an entire week, generally.
You're not one of those that has to wear clothes once and then doesn't ever wear them again.
No, I do reuse clothes more than once.
I don't understand people that do that. It's just a waste of money.
I think it very much depends. Like, some people don't have much choice. Like, if you're a very sweaty person, or have trouble controlling your body odor, it might be the only way to go. But my skin's extremely dry, so I generally don't have too many issues of that kind.
Yeah.
For some reason, I can't watch at a lower resolution. Oh, you have to watch it at a high resolution? That's insane, but
Yeah.
hello!
Even though we're affiliate, we don't get encoders unless we get over a certain amount of viewers.
Oh, yes, as in there isn't the option to. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, there isn't the option to.
Yeah, I'm with you now. Izzy is not such a queen that she can afford thousands of clothes. This is accurate. I choose to spend my limited funds on things other than 1 million clothes. As evidenced by the fact, well, you can't see it right now because my sleeve's up, but I have a hole in this hoodie, and I still wear it. I actually bought a replacement for this hoodie, which was supposed to be this identical hoodie again, and it's a completely different size, and it really pisses me off because I can't wear it because it's too big. I mean, I can wear it. I just don't like wearing it because it's too big. You know what I was saying?
Yeah, I had the same problem of my shoes were falling apart, so I bought new shoes, and I still just wear the old shoes.
My shoes are also falling apart. You raise a good point. I actually need to get new shoes. Big clothes are cute. That's true. That is true. But I don't feel comfortable in the Santo. Like the sleeves are too long and things like that. Like, I'll wear oversized t-shirts. I'll wear Chris's t-shirts.
The best one is when you're 6'4", and then your 5'6" girlfriend wears your clothes.
That's basically what Chris and I are a little bit to an extent of if you just drop it down by, what, 4 or 5 inches and that's it. Because Chris is probably just under or around the 6 foot mark and I'm 5'1".
Yeah.
So there's like a foot.
Casual dress.
Some, not quite, but almost.
Oops. I almost hit a car because I was looking at my
Have to
phone.
go audio only. That's fair enough. I mean, I'm going to be honest, we're convoying across, at the moment, France. So, it's just going to be chill strem.
Just driving and chatting.
Yeah, pretty much. Although, if I do get to a point where I can show people the hole in my elbow, you won't see that. Not in my elbow, in the elbow of my hoodie. For clarification. You're a measly 5'4".
That's really short for a Dutch person.
That is pretty short for a Dutch person. Yeah.
Because they are on average the tallest people in the world.
That's cool. Ah!
Just watch you swerve to the left and then swerve back to the right.
Yeah, because the car in front of me I was trying to overtake also swerved. Sorry, it also went across. Can you show the hole in your elbow? As long as you don't want to see a hole in my elbow, but want to see the hole in the elbow of my jacket, I can show you
It was
that.
many years ago, but I did have a hole in my leg.
Nice.
You could see the bone.
Not
was
so
lovely.
nice. Yeah, I've seen one of my brother's finger bones. That was pretty gross, pretty grim.
I managed to do it in the back garden of a priest, and he looked like he was going to faint every time he looked at it.
Yeah, I don't have issues with blood and gore. Just
Nope. I had no issues at all with it. I literally was like, it's not a
Hang on.
problem. I pulled my leg out, you could see the bone, and I was
There
still
you
like,
go.
this is not a problem.
There's the hole. There's proof.
Oh,
Proof
yeah,
of
it's
hole.
It's not a small one then.
Had a hole in my index finger. Yeah. So my brother's was the very middle section of his middle finger. And
The muscle still hasn't grown back on my leg. I just have this chunk
Yeah.
of muscle missing.
yeah, that happens. Generally, people can't regrow things like that.
So I just have this dent in the middle of my leg that is scarred over.
I have a dent in my head. Skin rather than skull.
Yeah.
Why are you just in the middle of the road doing nothing, yellow car? Is that
I think
because
the truck
you had a
behind
hole?
hit it.
Oh. I had nothing to do with that, just putting that out there.
Oh yeah, no, you didn't. But the truck that was in the nearby lane actually hit it, which is why it stopped.
Don't
I'm
mind
a
me.
typical truck driver
Yeah.
at the moment. I'm driving down the middle of the road.
Yeah, I was doing the same thing, but I'm trying to feed myself, you know?
Although it's very good when they do that when the road's been closed and they slow the help slow the traffic down.
Yeah.
I have seen lorries do that, and good on them, stopping people jumping ahead and stuff. Because people do try and push it.
Yep. They gotta get where they're going, it's very important.
Yeah. More
Okay,
important
chat,
than
remind
that
me.
is, don't
We
you
need to go
seriously
get
need
petrol.
fuel. You need fuel, Izzy. We've gone 10 miles, you need fuel.
Shut up.
We went left lane here. Oh, that car actually was missing part of its bumper.
That's cool.
They actually showed it missing.
Almost mounted the lane. We just kissed the central reservation, don't worry about it.
Oops.
We're going to Dusseldorf!
I may
Or at
have
least-
just brushed the verge because I was looking at my keyboard to change the dash.
Yeah, I was doing some things as well. Stop being in my lane, bitch!
I wanted to look at how much fuel I had left. That meant I had to look at my keyboard to find the I button.
Hello, James, in this totally legal overtake.
Yes, Tony just didn't overtake somebody in the breakdown lane.
Well, it was that or smash into the back of them. I'm sure I know which one they'd prefer.
I
Or slow
wasn't even
down,
going to
but,
smash
we're not
into the
doing
back
that.
of. Yeah. Yeah, I could have just slowed down, but nah, I decided I'll go in the breakdown lane. It's
Got
easier.
places to be.
Whoa! It's fine, don't worry. I somehow made that.
Good job.
I thought I was gonna flip.
Do we have fuel as we enter Germany?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh.
we do.
Yeah.
Well, hot damn, Chris is playing as well. Yep. He's just being a quiet boy.
Yeah, it's just quietly vibing at the back.
Kind of letting Izzy do a chaotic thing in front and watching.
I'm not chaotic. Name a chaotic
You've
thing I've
screamed
done.
several times on this journey already. I think.
That's not chaotic.
However, I was actually going to ask you a question, Izzy.
Mhm.
What's your strategy going into season 4 of the next racing?
Don't care.
Crash.
You got any pit stop plan?
Not to do pit stops.
Yeah, you don't have to stop, but it
I'm
It's a
gonna be
bit
like,
stretch to do
I'm not.
40 minutes on tyres. but it's
I'm
okay.
not. Huh? No, I'll be fine. I don't push my tires.
Yeah, honestly, it's the difference is enormous.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if we're pushing it, we'll take the tires just over an
Yeah.
hour, and only only reason you'd stop is because you start to lose a second a lap. cliff.
Nürburgring was a bit tight when I did 50 minutes on them.
Yeah.
I'm not chaotic evil. No, you can't say such things about me,
I'm
Siante.
chaotic evil.
But yeah, I'm not gonna stop. Not gonna pit. I'm gonna go with the tires I have, and hopefully not get damage.
Yeah. I think that's gonna be the main factor, is whether people have to pit.
Yeah, I don't think
Mhm.
I'm going to pit unless the tyres are really going off. I'm just going to drive through.
Yeah.
That's another thing, actually. The drive-through might cool your tires down and make them last even longer.
Mm.
Also, I'm ready to go. With.
Or make them
Okay.
completely crash. Go on, Izzy, you're up front again.
Okay.
Stop eating chocolate and go.
No, I refuse.
The real trick, though, you have to figure out how much fuel you need for the whole distance.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that's not hard.
I
I
find it hard.
already calculate how much I do over the whole distance. I just half it. So I just add the other half at the start.
True.
I have a habit during the qualifying or practice where the in-car, there's a little blue box, it has a timer on it.
Yeah.
If you switch to the page, it has a timer on it. And
Yeah.
just try to do a 20-minute stint and just like try to figure out how much fuel you use based on the amount you put in, and then go,
That
alright, I need a bit
reminds
more or
me.
less to make 20 minutes, and then you just double it.
Watching the Spa 24 hours, and they were driving the GT cars that we drive in it.
Yeah.
And the speeds they were doing up Belle Rouge was like, what? You can do what speed up it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are flat through it. They
Mhm.
don't lift for it. They are flat.
Yeah. Crazy. Santa says he'll try to be there to drive on Tuesday, but I'll likely have everything turned off to make sure he doesn't overextend the still crappy internet line. Reasonable.
That's fair. Yeah, you don't have to watch the stream if you're actually involved in it. It's better that you had the low ping driving than watching
sure.
everybody and having high ping.
Faux show.
Oh, we've entered Germany and we have to slow down to 50 now rather than 56.
Yeah, I know, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
I feel held back. Rated. Abused
Yep.
even.
I'm really curious to see the first 2 races of the season.
I think Silverstone will win, but the others will be tight.
Yeah, very true. It will be...
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, we've got a close
Uh-oh!
lane, have we? Yep, we've got a close lane. Alright, yep.
Two
traffic, please.
closed lanes. 2 closed lanes.
Alright,
Is the instructions
stationary?
from the lead?
Yeah, it's
Just,
just
uh-oh, okay, cool,
and then, oh god,
What?
oh god, there's a truck reversing in the middle of that lane. Oh, and
Uh-huh.
now it's glitched out and it's now inside itself.
I did basically say there's only one lane.
Yes, that truck is now inside of itself. Let's go around this truck. Ooh,
Chris.
now around the fire engine. Made it.
Please?
Izzy, we should slow down.
I'm about to.
The entire highway is now shut with a truck across the middle of it, which I did not touch. It glitched out on its own. But
Disbelieve. Doubt.
Izzy, slow down
Santo.
yet?
Yes, 50.
I have stream evidence of this. Yeah, I'll
Sian-
soon catch up. I'll speed to catch up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Santo's asking if you can put the server up tomorrow so he can test exactly how it's going to work with his internet.
Oh, yes, I will.
As long as it's
Write
not
that
the
down.
evening. As long as it's not the evening, because you can't put it up
Okay.
in the evening.
Yeah, because I've got armor. It's gonna be running armor from about 7. Oh, probably about 6 o'clock actually, UK time.
Yeah, so as long as it's before 6 UK time, then he can have it up.
Yeah. Other than that, it will be. I suppose it has to be the same day, the Tuesday.
The
Yeah, or you
advantage
can
of
get up
that
early on
truck
Tuesday.
blocking the road is the road in front of me is just completely empty now.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a broken down bus.
I need a place to write this down. I've got so much notepaper everywhere. Server tomorrow. Okay. We'll hopefully see that and remember.
Right, I have caught up. I was only doing 80 to catch up.
Is he? Is the speed limit 50?
Yes.
Yes.
I see. That's why I'm not catching up going at the speed limit.
I have to check. My mum's actually coming around tomorrow to drop some stuff off. And stuff.
Yeah, right here.
So I hope she leaves on time to be able to make it. Yeah, that's fair.
Car in front's going slower.
Yeah, I realised that. Just put brakes on. I was a bit too close to you anyway, so I just put the brakes on to back off a bit and make sure that I wouldn't slam into the back of you.
Yeah.
Climbing into the back of people is best fun.
Because I'm actually road smart like that.
Ah, psh. Overrated.
But right. I'm the one here that can't drive. Really.
That's why we know it's overrated. You never make it anywhere otherwise. Uh-oh.
I like how you just say uh-oh and don't actually tell us what the danger is.
That was me.
Izzy's the danger.
Yes.
Oh, we know that from the racetrack.
Rude. I'm offend. Smash you on
Having said
purpose
that, you
next
have
season.
really improved the racecraft.
Yeah, it's good.
You drive well now, yeah.
Mostly.
Not that you didn't drive well before, you just panicked a lot and you panic less now.
We'll see what happens. I am really curious to see the results because, like, so far my predictions to like even out the grid have worked quite well.
Yeah.
So this one is because the Porsche Cup car thing couldn't be accepted universally. So now we have this, which actually I think will help more people balance.
Yeah, because it's like a more of a sliding scale.
Yeah.
I just
think
need
it would-
to decide, do I want to do my drive-through early to get out of traffic? Or do I... It depends how the first lap goes. Because I could just take it on the first lap and then just have clean air.
Yes,
I
that is
doubt-
one tactic. The other one I recommend is possibly leaving it really late, because if
Yeah.
you leave it very late, then that means if you ever need that pit stop, you can clear it.
Yeah.
I doubt, Santa, that your driving will have deteriorated, especially as your setup's going to be better, so you're going to have a wheel
Yeah,
on a
I
desk.
think it would have improved by
Yeah.
literally just by having your wheel fixed to your desk.
Yes.
Also, no, I'm not just going to talk through them and assert my dominance. That would be mean and rude. James is also streaming.
Yeah.
Just wait for the gap. It's fine.
Even though I'm reading Izzy's chat and answering to that more than my own chat, which is...
Don't worry, I sometimes answer your chat, so it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, my chat literally has a bot that was banned, and that's all my chat has.
Nice. That was before I joined. It's empty for me.
Oh,
Uh-oh!
nice intro.
There we go. You called in the backup.
Yeah, I don't mind if my chat's quiet. It's just more interesting if you can interact with people that are there.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's their choice if they want to chat or not. I'm not going to force
What?
people to chat if
You,
they don't
what?
want to.
You mean it's not a prerequisite? I've been doing
Yeah.
it wrong this whole time.
What's it? Oh, James, do you happen to know how long the Brands Hatch pits are normally?
Not
how
off
long
the
it
top of
takes
my
to do a
head.
pit stop? You tend to know these random facts and something.
It's not a Formula 1 track, so I don't know it.
Yes, that's why. Yeah.
I thought it was
Oh,
required to talk.
I think we're going right
Whoa!
here,
Sorry,
but-
I didn't realise.
Yeah, we're going right but straight on, sort of thing.
Yeah, I thought we were going straight on, and then I saw the arrows, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, pit stop rules should mean that pro time is whatever it is. Silver time will gain 30 seconds, and then the amateur group will gain 30 seconds plus however long it takes to drive to the pit lane.
Yeah, it's not that fast of a pit lane. As in, you're going fairly slowly next to it. It's not a very long straight. So I'd imagine it's only about 20 seconds to the actual drive-through. And then
so
30
much
seconds for the pit stop itself.
round and round.
But so there's another whole side to this, which is also how it removes the chance for gaining penalties for the pit system.
I never speed, but that's because I don't do it very efficiently.
That's just true. But yeah, that's the other thing is that the integrator are very unlikely to be hitting the pit limiter at the last minute and then taking it as efficiently as possible. So the actual time gain is actually more than whatever we could normally do.
It's like
spin me right round.
It's like Silverstone when I was leading. I took it so carefully into the pits because it didn't matter if I was slow into the pits because I had the gap.
Yes.
Yeah.
What mattered was not
getting a stop. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was actually 4 seconds slower going through the pits, but it didn't matter because I had that gap. It's what I needed. It was just a careful entry into it.
I made a joke.
Also, the other thing I really, really like about it is it makes it much, much easier for new people to the series because it's like you don't have to learn what pit stops are unless you're fast, so you're good. And then they can just vibe and drive.
Also, I hope F1 use the same system as what they used in the Spa 24 Hours for track limits. They have a laser and GPS that they used to check track limits, so you couldn't lie about it, and you couldn't ever be wrong about it. If it was pinged, you were pinged. And there was so many drive-throughs for track limits. They got 5 warnings before they got the drive-through, but my god, there was a long list of drive-throughs.
Are you referring to what they use in GT3 at the moment?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the fact that it was in Spa, which is the next track in Formula 1 we're going to, I hope that they use the same system for the Spa race.
There is the fact that if you crash and do enough damage, you are required to pit, yes, but you can also crash and not get to that level and carry on. So it depends on how badly the crash is.
Honestly, if you only got like 5 seconds of damage, you might just
that was really bad English.
Deal with it.
It depends if you broke your diffuser or not, because if you broke your diffuser, good luck.
That's what I did and didn't even know.
Yeah, every high-speed corner, you're going to be thrown into the wall again.
Yeah, just do a lap or two and see what it feels like.
I did not understand what was. Whoa, sorry, lane.
Yeah, it's closed left lane, right lane even.
I didn't even realize that was why I was fucking up so much. I was like, why have I lost it? Because I hadn't even noticed that I'd done a small amount of damage.
Impact, but I could see straight away. Yeah, I've done this like 5 times. I know exactly what you're going through. You need to pit and repair the damage.
But then I threw myself into a wall again on the immediate next corner because I'm, really, really clever like that.
It's like, I've experienced this. I know your pain. That's what happened to me at Nürburgring when I pitted on lap 1, and then did the rest of the race on literally that one pit stop, and did 55 minutes on one set of tyres.
Also, James, don't worry about getting immediately promoted to pro if it doesn't necessarily work. It all depends on it all depends on what kind of race the top split have.
Yeah.
If it ends up that you're only winning by a bit. Then it's going to be it's working, it's balancing it perfectly. It's literally don't fix anything.
It's only Silverstone where I absolutely dominate.
And it's excluding Silverstone
because
if you're in
I think it'd actually be interesting at Silverstone because my tyres will start to be going off towards the end, and you guys will be on fresh tyres. Yeah,
will be interesting. And there's something else, a bit of a downside to not pitting, is that your setup will have to incorporate different weight levels for the car.
Yeah.
So getting it nice and dialed in would be a little trickier. But this is something I'm thinking of, is that I think mainly the pro and silver will be the ones actually doing that work.
Yeah.
The fuck is this?
It's mostly, I mean, it's a sharp left-hand turn. That's what it is.
I was not a fan.
I mean, you're probably meant to slow down for it and not cut the corner, but it's easier to just cut the corner.
I've never seen this road before.
I did.
No,
I've apparently driven it before.
I've driven it before
Yeah,
as well,
same.
but I don't remember driving it.
Although my save file's a bit weird for this game because I've not discovered any of Turkey or the southeastern part of the map, but me and Milkshake have definitely gone down there.
It's funny.
Could be to do with the multiplayer mod previously.
Hey.
Hello.
Wait, the truck sim thing didn't pop up at all on my notifications.
Well-
So it's
I mean, it's the same night every week.
At the same time every week.
Yeah, at the same time every week.
No, I completely missed it. I just didn't see the red thing on it.
Well, you can try and join us. We are somewhere between Lille and wherever our destination is.
Slovakia.
Slovakia, yeah.
Oh, I can't join you because DLC, so. Alright then.
Oh, slowing. The truck in front of me literally came to a stop.
Yeah, they tend to do that past these. It's weird. Yeah, I cannot pronounce where we're going. I just had a quick look at it in the F6 menu, and no, I'm not trying to pronounce that.
I missed the start of the stream as well as I was watching Disney Plus. How could you? What were you watching on Disney Plus?
Disney?
To be fair, me and Izzy are going to watch the Wonderful Train Wreck. It is the new Star Wars.
That's true, that's what we're watching after this. Yeah.
'Cause
We
Sam
only
watched
have
it and just
Disney
loved it.
Plus for a short period of time.
Plus, it's really nice cinematography and pretty CGI. If you
You
ignore all
should
the stories.
probably be watching YouTube or Twitch.
Oh, the last
you
season of
cut that
Agents
car
of
up.
S.H.I.E.L.D. Sorry, I was drifting. I think I can't remember what season of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've got to. I don't know if I got to the end of season 2 or if I made it into season 3.
Oh, there's right lane's closed.
And which was the season after the underwater accident where she went undercover?
I do not know how I did not hit that car in front of me. And
Was that
yes, I
season
really
3?
can't afford it.
Because I'm confused. And I want to watch them on Disney Plus as well, but I need to figure out where to start, where I've seen up until. Season 2 was undercover. Okay, that makes sense.
I mean, there is a mirror there for looking down, but it's in the wrong place.
And make your FOV really wide.
So was it the end of season
Yeah.
1 where they had the underwater accident then?
That's heavy.
Feels like I watched so much more of that. Although there are a lot. Oh, hi, everyone. There are a lot of episodes in a season, to be fair. I'm used to British ones, which are like 12 episodes. But then, like, S.H.I.E.L.D. was like 24.
And then you have the Grand Tour, which is one episode at a time.
Yeah.
But it's a good episode. It's a very good. And it is film length, so it's not like it's a 30-minute episode and then it's done. No, it's an hour and a half.
Hmm.
Honestly, I do love the when it's done mentality of some creatives.
Yeah.
So much better. That's why we get glorious
Ooh,
Sophie
did into
Wobble.
another car there.
No, I didn't.
I mean, you did just missed it, but boy, it had to slam on the brakes.
No, it didn't. It's just freaking out for no reason. Taking this truck thing.
So, Slovenia was DLC.
Hmm?
To be fair, I just built bought all the DLC in one block, so I have no idea which
You
is
see
DLC
the
and which
season
isn't.
with the alien planet? No, I don't recall that. Pretty sure it was all on Earth. We did find out about, what's his face? That phrase that Coulson always said. He found out what that was.
Well, this means nothing to me because I've never watched it.
Is it Tahiti or whatever it was that he said? Found out what happened there. I only vaguely remember, but he found out what happened.
Sounds like you should start again at season 1.
No, there's too many episodes to do that. Tahiti is a magical place, exactly. I remembered it was a magical place, but I couldn't remember what the place was.
Tahiti.
Yeah, it's
Why do
it was
I
a
recognise Tahiti?
Tahiti. It's a place.
Yeah.
It's a magical place, actually.
Yes,
Where-
but is
where
it an actual
Coulson went-
place in Earth, or is it just?
Yes,
an
it's
expansion?
Earth.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
It's
would
an
be why I
island, I
recognise it
believe.
then.
I believe it's an island, a Caribbean island, I
thought-
think.
Yeah, Caribbean island. I was right then.
It's
Right.
where
I should
Coulson
trust
went
my
on
geography more.
holiday. Where Coulson went on holiday. Season 7 only had 13 episodes. Phew! This is why I'm not starting back at season 1, James. Because there's 7 seasons now, and they had like 22, 24 episodes each.
Oh god.
Season 6. Okay, good. So season 6 and 7 are like one normal season. That's fine. We can do that.
No. What button did I hit that turned the radio on? Please turn the radio on.
R, I think.
No, it was not R. Oh god. This is copyright music as well.
You might want to mute your stream real quick.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull over and turn this off.
I'll come back later and see if I can join you, depending on where you are. Apparently, there's only 2 cities.
Radio.
We're going to be
Oh,
quite
right.
short. If you're not joining us on this journey, it's probably not happening. We are currently
Okay.
south of Leipzig, on way to sort of Dresden, and then southeast of Brno, which is the default areas you can join us in.
Oh. Apparently I turned
Default,
magic
is it?
radio on.
Yeah, well, it's just that the last end bit I think you might not be able to get to.
Right. I will catch up in a minute, but that is now off.
Okay.
Thankfully.
Oh,
I managed
you
to turn magic radio on. I don't know what button I hit, but suddenly I had music in my ears.
Yeah. So you waited to watch any of those until you'd finished Shield? Huh. I've seen the other ones, because technically they're in a slightly different... Like, I feel like Shield is slightly sideways to the MCU, whereas WandaVision and the other two were much more interconnected. Because they kind of set up the next phase of the MCU, really. And fill in some gaps. Oh, Chris, did you do Nandy's thingy today?
No.
Okay, you just gotta remember. You like gaps. Okay, well, there's still gonna be some gaps. It just helps out on a few of them, you know? Or holes. Plot holes.
A lot of plot holes.
Are they plot holes, or are they future possibilities?
They are just very confusing. Oh god, why
Future
is everybody breaking?
storylines. I don't know, I'm going over 2 lanes, I think. What kind of plot,
I mean, I'm
plot
currently
holes
doing
are we talking
26
about,
to
guys?
back up. There's a lot of things that have a lot of plot holes that I cannot think of right now.
Convenient.
My memory is very convenient like that.
Also, highly frustrating, I'm sure. Could we hazard a guess that maybe that's the only reason you think they have plot holes? Because you cannot remember the points that were used to fill them.
That could be some of them, yes. Right, I've caught up now, so...
No, ACC doesn't have plot holes. ACC has potholes. Totally different.
Right.
Bad news for you, James.
Yeah, we're coming up here, aren't we?
Yeah, we all need to like.
I'm alright.
aggressively
I don't
merge.
have a car next to me.
Endgame.
Just walk past this truck.
Endgame was
Yep,
a little
good,
bit
and it's
confusing.
fine.
But, I mean, as long as you just kind of give it a little bit of the benefit of the doubt, it was okay. I think Endgame, for me at least, was a lot more just a fan service movie. And I was totally down for it. Like, I was its entire target market, and I loved it. But, yes, it was very much fan service.
Never watched Marvel. I say that,
Huh?
I've watched the odd Marvel film, but not.
Just watch Thor Ragnarok. I'm not too fussed about the rest.
I think Love and
Watched
Thunder's
Iron
going
Man
to be
1,
good as
I watched
well.
Iron Man 2. I think Spider-Man's Marvel? Yes.
Yes, Spider-Man
Yeah,
wasn't,
I've
but
seen
is
some.
now.
Yeah, I've seen some of the Spider-Mans. I've seen
There's only
Batman
two of them.
vs.
There's
DC.
only 2 Spider-Man movies at the
Okay,
moment.
I've seen both of them then.
The new ones with Tom Holland.
Yeah.
What's is it Defenders of the Galaxy? Is another one.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, that one's good. For
There's 2
Yeah, I haven't
Guardians
seen
of the
that.
Galaxy. They're good.
It's kind of like a Mass Effect style thing, but with more memes. I
One of
guess.
my friends saw the new Suicide Squad yesterday.
Oh, that's DC, but I have not
DC.
not
Okay.
seen that yet.
As you can tell, I have very little knowledge here. I just know in Marvel, Stan Lee has starred in every single one.
Except for not anymore.
Yeah, he won't anymore, obviously, because he's died. But yeah, up till now. And I'd imagine they still have some cameo scenes that they can just chuck him in anyway.
I think they should just have a bobblehead of
Maybe.
him and hide him in the background of some scene.
People have this fan theory that instead of Stan Lee gonna be the random cameo in every movie, they're gonna turn it into Deadpool being the cameo in every movie.
That would be better.
I have seen Deadpool.
I like that Deadpool just gets kind of lost in other fiction sometimes.
Yeah, he's just there.
Because that is kind of canon to his like comics of just.
Yep. Hey guys,
with
I'm
the
just gonna fill up.
Oh,
You've
okay.
not seen
I'll go back over
Deadpool?
the lane then.
I would 257.9% recommend watching Deadpool. Both of
Deadpool
them.
is amazing. I
It
like how
is
you ran out of
fucking
fuel.
hilarious.
I still have 900 litres and go another 1,200 miles.
We have the big tank. She has the mini tank.
Yeah.
I want a big tank, but I don't have a big. And to
We
get a
have to
big
cut down
tank,
the number
I
of
have.
axles.
I know, and to do that, I then have to completely go through and redo all my fucking wheel awesome shit, and I'm not sure I can be prepared to do that right now because my wheels are
You
cool.
100% have to.
I
There you go.
do.
I just chucked it on and went.
I do if I want them to be red and cool and sleek.
Okay, on and see what happens. 'Cause sometimes it remembers the state of some of the
It-
wheels.
Didn't last time when I tried.
Hello there.
Hey,
Oh my
Hello, Milkshake.
god!
You finally left WWE.
Like everybody
Alright,
else.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Haha, I made wrestling joke!
Ooh. James stuck an inch from disaster.
Oh, I was nowhere near you.
Oh, I was
say
on
nowhere
the
near.
first in camera and I
I'm-
watched you almost hit me.
I mean, I was close, but I was never not going to stop in time, sort of thing.
He's a pro.
It's also a no collision zone, so it wouldn't have mattered even if I did.
You're in no collision zone!
Damn it, infectious yawn.
Nandy's sleeping on the bed, Chris.
I see no problem here.
No. Don't collide with the check border.
What was that
I'll
move
do my
like?
best.
How long will you be trucking for?
Till
not
we get
long.
to our destination.
That's fair. I'm just-
But I think Dee Dee wants to
If you want to
continue.
keep going, Milkshake,
Yeah.
I can continue as well.
And I think Dee Dee wants to continue as well, so. But Dee Dee's not actually with us yet. So it's all a bit confusing.
Yeah, I think we're going to a DLC place that he doesn't have.
But he
No,
can
I
go
don't
to the
think about
edge.
that. I feel like I think Budapest is in the base game, isn't it?
No idea.
I
It's been
think-
so long since I've played the base game.
the bus is like border of the base game.
Yeah, because we've done on the base game, we did a London to Bratislava before, and we're going through Bratislava, and then the next stop is Penska Brasica. That's it.
Everything
But,
is
yeah,
confuzzling. True.
So,
enough.
like, 99% of the journey is possible without this.
Bridge! It looks like genetic
bridge.
code.
Genetic code?
Chris, you know
Yes.
my wrestling game.
Yes, I do.
I think we all
I
know
have
this game.
created a villager.
Oh god.
Oh no.
We need to
So
move over.
literally a Minecraft character.
Oh,
But dress him up like a villager.
Ow.
Oh, there goes that 50 sign.
I didn't even realize I was going to smash into it.
You know, you bent it. It was great.
Oh, Ciento, another one I watched that was actually kind of enjoyable of Disney Plus was Inhumans, but it's been cancelled and there's only one season. But
Oh, and we watched Detective Pikachu.
oh yeah, that was actually on Amazon Prime, I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that must have been desync.
That was.
Because when we went through that area, I slammed into the back of you, Chris, and I got 0 damage from it.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't.
And you
feel
didn't
it.
even notice it.
Is he removing signs since 2000? Ooh, dude, I've been around way since the 2000.
Yes, but could you drive before then?
No.
I
But
will head for Bulgaria.
I could have removed it with my hands or my feet.
I doubt DD can do Iberia. If he's saying he hasn't got DLC in
No,
Iberia, it's the
Bulgaria.
latest. Oh, Bulgaria. Okay, that makes more sense.
Blah 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 blah
Where
blah
are
blah
you guys?
blah blah blah.
We're
Prague.
just entered the Czech
Literally-
Republic.
No, we're literally Prague right now.
Yeah.
The Prague, or Prague, if you will.
Oh yeah, just popped up on my map. Oh, we have a
Prague.
roundabout. Okay. Suppose I should start slowing down for the roundabout.
Nah, it's fine. Since we're talking age, I wasn't
Yes,
aware
Chris
James was
cuts
so
off the
young.
clock.
Yeah, I know. He's a young boy.
I mean, I'm 26. It's not that young.
It is for us oldens.
Holdens.
Yeah.
I meant compared to a lot of people on the internet. It is young in the grand scheme of things. But
I am 20.
I remember being the young person and baby in most Discords.
Did you
For
say
most
21,
chat rooms.
Milkshake?
Yes. Officially.
Officially?
Yeah.
Unofficially, what age are you?
5, you discovered this.
Oh, yes, I did. You're right. You are 5.
Sorry to that junction on the right. You can't get out anymore. There is a truck blocking your way. But
Chris,
I
did you tell
didn't
them
even
about my
know-
Abyss adventure?
What adventure? Oh, yeah, when you drove off the edge of the map in American Truck Simulator. There's some great pictures in the Trucking Simulator channel.
Yes. I
Um,
didn't
and I
realise that was
posted
an
one in Council.
American truck simulator. I thought that was just an indie trucking game.
It's American Truck Sim. It's basically he drove into the area they're building DLC for right now, so there's a lot of roads and not all of them are blocked off.
Ah.
And he found one that wasn't blocked off and just drove off the edge.
Of course he did.
Ooh, that was tight with your car.
I wanted to show Chris what it looks like.
What, driving off the edge of the world?
No, the edge of the
Ah,
Just avoid.
it was fun. I was sitting there in Idaho, kind of doing missions, waiting for him to catch up, and then I was like, and Milkshake was just like, "Can you see me on the map?" It's like, let me have a look, and I see him. He's like a mile off of any known road. It's like, I assume he's not getting to Idaho anytime soon.
I was in Idaho.
Yes, but you're supposed to meet me in Idaho. And you somehow
practice
left the
map.
map. The instructions unclear, went to the void.
Instructions unclear. Dick stuck in toaster.
Oh no.
I've heard ceiling fan, but not toaster.
Ceiling fan.
Dee, 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 dee.
And 50.
Have you heard of the missile toaster? No, I have not.
Oh god, yes, I have seen that.
What?
There was a power outlet on the ceiling, so somebody attached 2 toasters from it dangling down, and then captioned it with "Do you want to kiss under the missile toaster?"
But why?
If you make
Because the
toast in that, does
internet.
it ping it out sideways somewhere?
I have no idea.
I would have to try it.
I mean, for starters, it could only be America where they put a power outlet on the ceiling.
Yeah, seems a bit odd.
I don't see this.
You never do, Milkshake.
Yeah.
Sometimes I see issues.
Nah. You're issueless.
Having said that, I don't have enough power outlets in my room. They're all over the wrong side of the room.
I mean, you can get like my room is filled with like extenders and like.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have a
sensors.
extension lead that goes from the other side of the room to next to my bed, so I can actually charge stuff while it's in bed.
I
At least
bought a
you don't
bunch
put
of
extension
really long
leads into
USB-C
extension
cables for
leads.
And then my computer is plugged into a power tower, which is plugged into an extension lead,
No!
which goes round the back of the
No.
wardrobe. and
No,
goes-
you can't plug extension leads into extension leads, James.
You can if you don't use the other plugs.
It's
True.
still more dangerous, but yes, that is the better way of doing it.
Yeah, I don't plug anything else into it. It's only it plugged into it. But it
Was
is
it-
literally the only way to get power to my computer.
Also, if you want to save space, you can get an extension lead that literally just has one socket on it, and they're great because they use up very little space.
I mean, it doesn't matter because it's hidden behind a wardrobe. But yes.
Yeah, Ciento, as long as it's responsible. But it's just when people say, oh yeah, I've got an extension lead plugged into an extension lead, most of the time they're like, oh, well, I got a free socket here, I'll just use this too. No!
No, I don't use any of the other sockets on it.
Oh, truck's braking. Easy got a little too close and he panicked.
I
Yep,
was
they
not.
do
I
like
was
to do
not
that.
guilty. I was just
It
driving
did
normal.
the exact same thing when you passed it, Chris.
Oh no,
Told you it ain't me.
just very jumpy.
Yeah.
Paranoid truck.
Classic trucks with their hydraulic systems.
I would suggest it was one of Milkshake's employees just panicking when we tried overtake.
Milkshake
Cool.
himself, in fact. He
Um,
became shook.
Actually, given we're now in the base game, we probably could use mods to get different designs on the trailers and stuff.
Yeah, I thought about this. I just haven't put the time
I
into
think,
it yet.
yeah, I think as long as we all use the mod, I think it would work.
Yeah, same as the ACC methods.
Yeah.
Likely
I have
would
4
work.
wall sockets near my desk,
Main-
each going
main
into an
desire would
extension
be to
thingy
take
with the
all
5
of,
sockets
like,
in
the
each.
in-game companies and replace them with the fictional ones.
For
So I have
some
a
dumb
power
reason-
tower.
Yeah.
which
For some
has
dumb reason in my
10.
house, they put all the power sockets on one side of the room and none on the other side of the room.
It'll be because they likely redid the plaster on that side.
It was brand new when we moved in.
Yeah. As in new build.
Yeah. Yeah, new build.
The only thing I can think of then is the other wall is solid.
It is an outside wall, yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be solid, and they just basically couldn't be asked to do it on that side, and so all they did was put it on the stud wall so that they could do that quicker and faster and cheaper.
Yep. But yeah,
Oh, bad planning.
technically
So that's- no,
bought
it's
it before it was
laziness.
built.
It's laziness and cheapskating, which is
Yeah.
a lot of new builds these days.
Yep. And we still get calls about our installation not being good enough, and we're like, it was brand new.
I'm all for the quicker, faster, and cheaper. Not when you're talking about a house, you shouldn't be.
No. Oh, we got police car.
I mean,
okay.
America got some quite good prefab houses.
I wish that houses already had those network cables in them. So
A
you
lot
can-
of
Yeah.
them, a lot of the ones that you build for
Like
yourself
generator.
do now.
Yeah, I would actually demand that because it's so much easier than running cables yourself through underneath the carpet and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm?
I also don't have an aerial in my room. I literally have a wire that goes through the ceiling.
I
and into
couldn't
the
tell
loft.
you where our aerial is. I literally don't know.
Although we have this really weird rule where we border a wildlife thing that means we're not allowed an aerial on our roof,
Yeah.
but our neighbour doesn't, so they're allowed an aerial on their roof.
Yeah. Conservation laws be weird.
Yeah, because we're right on the border, we're not allowed one on our roof, but the neighbour is. So ours is in the loft.
Yeah, I've got a power tower with 10 sockets on one side, and then I had to buy another power outlet on the other side, which has 8, but not all 8 are used.
Yeah, I have 10 in mine, and currently I have 3 or 4 not in use, but that will change when I get another monitor.
Yeah, the thing is, I've got 3
Uh,
monitors, so
Yeah, I only have 2 currently, but I plan to get a new desk and put it over the other side of the room and do it all nicely and have 3 monitors.
3 monitors is really nice.
But I'm waiting for the government to pay me to be able to do that,
Reasonable.
which is going to take quite the fight because they were supposed to tell me 3 weeks ago whether I was successful getting this or not, and they still haven't told me before we can even
Nice.
start the process of going to court over it.
I actually have a window in my ceiling. It's so scary when it rains. Oh, a Velux window? Nice.
Also means it must be very hot given you're right up at the roof. Pass.
Veluxes can be
Yeah.
nice.
I think I got a Velux.
They're like on a diagonal pitch, so they're in
We're
the same
going
pitch
right
as the
up
roof.
ahead, Chris. You might want to get
Yeah.
over a lane.
I got one.
Okay. Caravan slow.
Yeah, the
My
caravan. Second you pulled over, the caravan pulled out into the other lane and got out of the way for me.
my pigeon neighbors love my Velux because they keep sitting on it and staring into my room.
Well, your pigeon neighbours.
Yes.
My cat doesn't like pigeons.
They have
This is at them.
been living above me for like 3 years now, I think. I think it's even the second generation living above me now because the old one I haven't seen in a while.
It's not that hot. I'm 15 meters from the marina, so there's always enough water to cool me down. Yeah.
Fair
So is
enough.
that on the coast then? You get the coastal breeze?
Interesting. It's raining in Brizzy, but it isn't for me. Or do you just
Yeah,
have your
it's-
wipers on for no reason?
No, it was raining. Oh, it's just a lake. Okay, fair enough. But I guess you still get that slight, because it has that temperature system,
Yeah, it will
doesn't
still
it?
cool it down.
And
Because
warm it
water-
up at night.
Yeah.
It's not
We're the
raining
first
now.
thing that the wind hits coming off the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we're a fair distance inland, it's just completely flat until it hits us.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I'm on the Saxon shore border. So in Saxon times, I was literally on the seafront, and all that's
Yeah.
in front of us is all reclaimed land. So it's all just flat and marshy and horrible.
Yeah. Thank you, Dietrich, for the host. Hosty host.
Yeah, Kent's funny for weather. It's basically how hot the day will be is based on what direction the wind is currently going. So if it's coming from Spain and France direction, then it's hot, and if it's coming from anywhere else, it's cold.
Oh, yeah. And right on the ridge where I am, it's extremely windy a lot of the time.
Oh yeah. There's a minimum wind speed of very fast.
Oh no. Although, the ones coming from, like, the south, west direction won't necessarily be originally from Spain and France, but it brushes past them, I believe, because that's the one that comes from,
Yeah, it'll come across the Atlantic.
the
from,
Atlantic, yeah.
Yeah.
From
come
the
from
Caribbean.
Mexico.
warms up a bunch. and
Yeah,
then just, like,
Mexico,
power straight to
Caribbean.
us.
Yep.
Happy
In
Sunday
the
indeed.
North Atlantic Drift, it has been renamed to the Gulf Stream, I think.
Yeah, the Gulf Stream. I don't think it was renamed. I think it's always been called that.
I learnt it as North Atlantic Drift, but I learnt it from my parents before school, and then I was told it was the Gulf Stream at school, and I was like, so that's the North Atlantic Drift? Like, yeah, that's the old name for it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So the generation above us, then that's fine.
Yeah.
I never heard about this drifting. I literally had the whole lecture about the North Atlantic.
Yeah, it's the Gulf Stream.
The wind current, it's the wind current that brings the temperature from the Gulf to us, which is why we're warm in winter and don't have the snow that Canada
Moscow.
and Scandinavia have.
Because we're
Also,
literally
like
on the
south of
same.
England can like plant palm trees, despite not having the right climate for palm trees.
Because we're on the same level as Canada and Scandinavia.
Yeah, we're on the
so
same
we should have the same
latitude.
amount of snow that they have in winter, but we don't because of this weather system.
Yeah. We're on the same latitude
You know
as
that
Moscow.
the North
as well.
Atlantic is saltier than the Pacific.
That I did not know.
This was also covered in my lecture about the North Atlantic.
If I did show you the view from my balcony, yes, you did, but I didn't know if it was a like coastal marina or completely separate. You should fear
You're
the
not
wind
doing
from the
56.
east.
Oh, it's gone back down to 50. That's why.
I mean the beast from the east. That's the one that makes it so
The
awfully
beast
dry
from the
in the
east,
summer
the one
and
that brought
awfully
us
cold
snow.
in the winter.
And
Yep. Yeah. Beast from the East was we had one. What was it last year? And then the other one, the really bad one, was
a
3
few years ago,
years ago.
I think it was more than that.
All I know is which company I was working for at the time. So it would have been. It might have been 2015 or 2016.
I was thinking 15.
Yeah, then it's probably 15. But yeah, Beast from the East, because
I just remember that it was
we're going.
one of the coldest days ever recorded in the UK.
And it was in April.
Negative 32.
And it was April.
Sorry, negative 23.
I was gonna say it wouldn't have been
That's wrong,
30s. I didn't think. Yeah. Yeah, and it was in April, which everyone was like, "What? April? You can't be that cold, bruh." And all of our condensate pipes were freezing, which basically meant everyone's boilers stopped working, and literally there was nothing we could do about it. So people's boilers stopped working in that weather, and that was all we could do was say, "Sorry, you just have to wait for it to thaw."
And hope it doesn't burst the pipe when it thaws.
Most of them were external, so they wouldn't have been much of a problem if they had.
Yeah.
Um,
I remember
yeah.
our pipes were okay apart from the dishwasher pipe. Because the dishwasher was put in later.
It's because in a lot of the places where it gets that cold regularly, they do loads of insulation
Insulate the
and like
pipes,
lagging the pipes externally, but nobody ever bothered in the UK because
it's
it
not a
never
thing.
got that cold. Yeah. But then it
The
did.
same way how nobody bothered with AC for a long time because it never got that hot in the UK, but now it is every year.
Yeah. No, there are 100% ways and means of dealing with it, Cianto. But if you're a country that doesn't get that hot and doesn't get that cold, we don't have the infrastructure for it. We don't have the backups in place because it's cheaper not to put them in because they're
It's also
very
because of
irregularly.
floats, because we didn't
Yeah.
expect to get this amount of rain.
Yeah.
So the things we do get in place filled up quicker than we expected.
Yeah.
Because in like a surplus.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And it causes huge issues because if you have something on a
handled it
regular
a lot better than
basis.
Germany did.
Because we were like at the edge of it, while Germany was in the center of it.
Yeah, no, but even taking that into account, your government somehow, given your government, worked better with it.
Our government was horrible. Like we didn't even empty our dams in front of it. That's why it caused the flood. Like we could have had no flooding at all if our government had emptied the dams, but they didn't. They only like half emptied it instead of completely.
Oh, we're coming off here. Okay.
And also, there's still like trash everywhere down there because our government doesn't deal with it correctly.
Yeah.
And even Germany sent it also helicopters to help
How
us with-
dare you suggest the Belgian government was good at anything with a Belgian in the chat?
Yeah, but literally, Germany sent us helicopters while they were worse for wear. So like that shows how incompetent Belgium is. As even Germany, who themselves had to deal with the logs, had to send in helicopters to help us with our thing.
Was it with rescuing people?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was. I think even the Tsar from Britain came and helped us.
Yeah.
We're a very helpful nation, I'll have you know.
But it was very silly on the news because you saw like this search and rescue helicopter from Britain on television, and then they listed all the countries who sent us help except Britain.
Well, it makes it easier for us to pull out, doesn't it?
Yeah, don't worry. He was in the way. It's fine.
Oh, no, he
You say
decided
that,
to start going
James.
again. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
It was
Germany,
mostly
Lisa,
the.
Belgium
Hang on.
together doing it better.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Cianto says, quite understandable.
foreign
It was
import.
mostly the Walloon part that failed, right?
I mean, it was the Walloon part which got hardest hit because they are hilly, while the Flemish part is mostly flat, so the water doesn't go as high, therefore less casualties and less currents.
Yeah. That car didn't have a bonnet anymore after I went through.
Not guilty. I just nudged
wasn't
it slightly out the
even-
way.
It wasn't even debatable. No, I completely went over the top of the bonnet.
Oh, I see.
I literally drove over the bonnet.
So Cianto says, but the Flemish part understands what the Dutch do.
No, we don't. No, literally, like a lot of our dams like got breached during the flooding because we don't know how to build dams.
Good
And
job.
then there was literally like a whole day, so like our live coverage of like a potential breach in our dam, and then it turns out there was a breach, but they never realized until later that day when they actually flew over it with the helicopter.
It sounds like the country's being run by like a casual City Skylines player that's kind of just like haphazardly messing with the water physics. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I mean, it was basically when you built a dam, then you built like actually a village in the valley underneath the dam, then you remove the dam. That's what happened.
I mean, it's not Poop Volcano that exploded with RT.
Thought you were about to say about the Belgian volcano or something.
No, but speaking of volcanoes, I
So
don't
we
think they
get a
do.
volcano.
There is
I
no
know we
active
have an
volcano
extinct
in
one.
Belgium.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
we have an extinct one. Because Edward
Long,
Castle was built on
long extinct.
it. Yeah.
We also got a long extinct one, and it wasn't really a volcano, it was more like a signal of underground magma which turned into granite.
At least they didn't get flying saucers in Belgium, says Cianto. I don't know what that's in reference to, but okay.
No.
We mean,
Newcastle might buy Joe Willock. No. Don't want to sell our star player. Or star youngster. I've just confused everyone with football talk.
Yep.
Yep, no idea,
Slow
but
traffic ahead.
Discord's actually full of it right now.
Yeah, it's because the football season starts next week. Championship's already started and Premier League starts next week.
also James, another thing that Belgium did completely wrong. So when you looked at like weather reports, France had like a flooding warning, Luxembourg had a flooding warning, Germany had a flooding warning, even the Netherlands had a flooding warning, Belgium, heavy rain.
They don't need to buy him. They just need to give him a contract.
Good old
He's a
Belgium.
free agent. Anybody can snap him up as long as they give him
And
a
like
contract.
after the floods happened, our weathermen were actually like, oh no, we messed up, we didn't give enough warning.
Yeah. It was handled quite badly all round.
Were there any fatalities, or was it just loss of
there
property?
was a
quite
lot.
of
Yeah.
That's
There was like 80 in Germany and 20 in Belgium.
no,
Even
it
more than
was
that.
like 23 in Belgium, and like around 50 in Germany or more. Even.
Yeah. It was a
I mean,
lot.
it's not confirmed actually because a lot of bodies are still missing to this
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. they're not
Yeah.
gonna
And
count.
they are not expected to find them back in like 6 months.
Yeah. There will be a lot of cases where it's missing, presumed dead.
Yeah.
Also now, like, our Wallonian highways are filled with like rubble and scrap metal because of our junkyard closing because the neighbors complained about too much noise from trucks. So what do the truckers do? They dump it on the highway because they need to get to their next contract.
That sounds
That's very
perfectly
illegal.
reasonable. Yeah.
It is illegal, but they don't have anywhere to bring it to because the place they were assigned to put it got shut down by the government.
But couldn't they at least say we're gonna pick up your continued contracts and then after this no more?
No, because the neighbors complained about it, so the mayor of
Neighbours
the
are done.
area.
Yeah, and then the mayor says, okay, yes, but we have some things en route literally right now. These ones need to be dumped, and then after that we'll close it. Like, it's quite simple, really.
That would be a sensible thing, but you
It's
forget
quite
one crucial bit.
sensible.
What? You're
It's
Belgian?
Belgium.
The
Yeah.
simplest thing is to not listen to them and continue anyway because the dump was already active before.
Yeah, the dump would have been perfectly fine, but they literally closed it, so nobody could get there anymore.
No, I think James's point is you chose to move here when you already knew that there was
The dump existed.
a dump for there. Yeah.
No, this was an emergency dump because we had so much rubble and scrap metal. They literally chose a random field and started dumping trash over there.
Fair enough.
This was not our existing dump. This was like a dump specially created for temporary.
In which
rubble and
case,
scrap
it's even worse, and they should have said, "Shut up! This is an emergency situation. We're only doing this because there's literally nowhere else we can put it."
I may have just hit the back of Crispy there.
But
No,
Belgium.
I didn't notice anything.
I actually got
Thanks.
damage on that one.
We only got like one news report on this and then never again. So I think they are trying to like suss it a bit by the government so people don't see the incompetence of our government as much.
I mean, isn't it already a well-known fact at this point?
Yeah,
Yeah, it is. It is very well.
Wasn't
known
there,
fact, but
like,
they still try
a-
to hide it?
very long time the government just didn't exist.
Yes.
There was no coalition
Twice.
formed and a lot of stuff. Yeah.
So the one time it was that Afghanistan was a country with the longest without a government. Then
It's not
Belgium
Belgium.
beating them with 2 years. Then Belgium beating them again with 2 years and a few months.
Belgium beat the
So
new
we-
high score themselves. They were like,
Yeah,
nah,
Belgium
this
always
ain't good
breaking
enough.
records, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are literally a world champion record holder of longest
For
without a
not
government.
having a government.
Yes.
I'm not sure that's
Because
something you
nobody
want to
wanted
have the
form a
record in.
coalition.
And people also feel like we were better without the government than with the government.
That might be true.
But that might also be because in Flanders, or at least my area, we tend to be more conservative in our lifestyles. So if things stay the way they are, we are quite happy.
I've gone risky. I'm going back
What
this
I'm learning is Belgium's fear change.
Yes.
Yeah.
Except
God, no,
Wallonia,
no.
they are supposedly very progressive, but then they do some things that are very far from being progressive.
You want me to back it into there?
That's
Okay.
why I
Some
was
stories
waiting.
about Belgium as well. Like, you know, Antwerp is like a very massive like harbor area. So for economic reasons, we had like our ship elevator placed somewhere along the route to Antwerp. But because of how our system works, of like having two different like economic zones, Wallonia and Flanders, Wallonia also wanted a ship elevator. So now there's like in the middle of Wallonia a random ship elevator for container ships.
You are,
Just literally never
Not gonna
used.
work.
yeah, you are far too tight with that turning.
Yeah.
They
It's,
seem to get a way
yeah.
easier drop off than we did.
I don't know why I chose the reversing one. I know I'm bad at it. Why do I put myself through this pain?
I always put it on random, so it's always a surprise what I get.
Alright, you guys let me know when you're done and I'll close.
And with the new one with milkshake. That way. That way's the way I want to
I
go.
also might not be talking for too long because Goose wants to create a wrestler.
Straighten up, straighten up, straighten up. Ah. So close, James.
Close.
So close. Home dry now.
That one go.
Don't turn. Straighten, 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 straighten.
Yeah, I already have.
I mean, you're too late. You're backed up against the fence. Literally, from like there, just go like straight back.
You're not going to accept that. Good day.
What does you look like you're in the square for me? I want pit stops in ACC to be this hard. No.
I have had to reverse a few times in ACC. It stops. In right. Yeah, that's it. Hey. Excellent day.
James, question.
Yes.
Where did you hear that Belgium dealt with it well? Because that's completely false.
Online.
He wants to go and tell them himself.
Literally, like in the beginning of this week, so 3 weeks after the actual emergency, the news finally said that the emergency rations for the people who were affected by it still did not arrive.
Yeah, it was probably somebody that just looked at the figures of the deaths.
I mean, yeah,
And
obviously,
just
because
took-
Germany was hit harder by the storm.
Yeah, it was probably somebody that just looked at that and just assumed that he dealt with it better.
Oh, this much smaller country got less dead people than Germany. They had it less worse. No, he had it.
Less worse, I think you mean better.
I mean, we had it better, but also like the way we dealt with it caused it to be worse than it could have been. Well, Germany just didn't have a choice because of their sandy soil.
I'm not judging you. Don't
Better
worry.
so.
Yeah, their hills are very sandy, which cause a lot of like mudslides and so on, causing extra damage and more risk of death.
I was always looking in the wrong mirror. I wasn't looking in the mirror that lined up with the fence. I was looking at the one which lined up with the box. So I didn't realise when I hit the fence every time.
Oh yeah, did it.
Well done.
I use both. That's why you look at both mirrors.
Yeah, I have both up. I just didn't look at one.
Use your eyes. Just look between them. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything where we are where I can buy a truck?
I'm gonna go get a repair. Before I buy another truck, I need to buy
Driver's license and James doesn't. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I have never driven a real car on the road.
I guess it's stressful.
I have never had any driving lessons at all.
Can I buy a truck here?
What would be cheaper, a mobile home or a truck?
Mobile home.
What do you mean? To purchase or to operate?
Both.
To purchase, it's probably the truck. A mobile home. No, yeah. Wait, no.
You can
Mobile
get
home might
fairly
be
cheap
cheaper
mobile
to
home.
purchase. Yeah.
Yeah.
the truck's on difficult to operate because of the fuel consumption and the extra license you require to actually drive it.
Hey, Chris.
Hello.
Then you have some of these mobile homes which are electrical buses.
Yes, those also require extra licenses,
There was
coach
also
licenses.
somebody called Chris in my chat, that's why I said it.
That's funny. Yeah, I always thought the way European trucks are, there's just a neat little bed just like hidden behind.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, they have beds in the back of them.
But if you just wanted to sleep in a vehicle, you could just do it at the regular car. Just convert the back
You
seats
can,
into a
it's
bed.
just not very comfortable.
I mean, there are some
Versus-
cars with like a roof tank.
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah, people have roof tents.
I've noticed there are some somewhat sports cars that allow you to fold the rear seats flat. You can actually lie down completely into the boot of the car, so basically you go from the boot.
can't.
Into the back.
To be
Hey,
fair,
you've
in
got-
most sports cars, I would hit my head on the roof in them.
Mm.
Yeah, well, a friend of mine who's relatively tall used to sleep in the back of a Celica, Toyota Celica, and
Oh,
they put
Chris,
an
just
entire
been-
mattress in the back of it.
You just spent 1,500 of my money. Why are you doing this?
Then they changed to the mattress when they were driving.
Exactly where they were going to use it, because they just folded the rear seats flat and then put it in, so it went from the back of the car across the floor of the boot and then across the top of the back seats.
If you look in the back of my
Flat.
truck right now, there is a mattress there. It's not a very comfy one, but there is one there. And
Right,
that is
I
what
think-
sleep on.
I think we're heading out.
By time.
Yeah.
Happy
Maybe
disappearance.
I'm going to continue with Milkshake if he wants to.
Mm.
I will accept this progress because I made 40 grand today.
That's probably the most profitable run we've ever had.
I mean, that's because there was only 3 of us to hit each other.
And also not speedy people.
Yeah.
I'm very speedy, I'll have you know.
You're not one of the speedy people.
Okay.
I'm ready for you, Milkshake, when you're ready to put
Speak to you later then. And thank you very much, everybody, for watching. We're going to go give James a raid because he's going to be continuing for a little bit. But yeah, thank you very much. I won't be streaming tomorrow. I've got other plans. But Tuesday we'll be doing Assetto Corsa Competizione. We are starting, I believe, the 4th championship. Which should be really fun. We're going to be doing Brands Hatch. But thank you so much for watching and see you guys in the next